Hello, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the February love outlook for you and your lover, okay? Now this is a general love outlook for you and another person, so you may not be together. The outlook may be for a couple that are right now not together and not communicating. So the outlook itself is a general outlook, but it is a reading for you and another person in your life that right now is taking up your focus, certainly taking up a place in your heart, and just to see what the nature of this relationship is between you and this individual. So let's go ahead. I'm going to be using my new Love Oracle cards from the Island Time Wellness Company from Etsy. Right, they have this lovely deck, and there is an unboxing video I have on my channel. I'm going to link it in the description if you want to check it out. But let's get right into pulling out your oracle messages for this February, Taurus, to see what they are for you and your lover. All right, straight out we have talking. All right, so time to converse a bit more. Oops, sorry, my cat is like giving me a hassle. Interesting, right? You're interested in conversing, you're interested in talking, you're awaiting perhaps a message to come in. Some of you may be wanting to sort of call or text. We're going to know more about this message for you as we go into your reading. And then we have lightning. So there's a sudden change coming in, right? Lightning can indicate that there's some news, there's a surprise, there's something happening, there's some upheaval or transformation happening in this relationship. And so interesting, you have talking and sort of this kind of big change coming in. We'll see how that kind of factors in. Let's pull out your animal spirits next. Now, you may resonate with only a portion of this reading, and that's fine because this is really just one outlook into one Taurus and his or her person. Let's just see what animal spirits are involved with your relationship this month. Your first animal spirit is the fox. Think on your feet, right? Time to pay attention. The fox is extremely clever, right? So let's put this here like this. And then we have the wolf spirit, turning knowledge into wisdom. So the fox and the wolf, we're talking about a high level of intellect, right? And thinking, wisdom, paying attention, right? So that's interesting, especially coming with these messages of talking and information, news becoming available to us, right? So now with these two animal spirits, let's just look at them briefly. They're really sort of very complementary, right, Taurus? One is the fox, one is the wolf. Now the fox is really about it's an animal spirit letting you know that right now is the time to really pay attention, right? Pay attention, keep your mind clear, be ready to make the right decision, be alert, be aware, use all of the cleverness that you have at hand to make an informed decision because things are happening very quickly right now. And you see that lightning came in as a message for you. So certainly lightning talks about, it's very much like a tower moment, perhaps, sudden changes, movement coming in. And so the wolf spirit, the fox spirit is talking about that upheaval right now and being very alert. Now the wolf spirit is talking about having just an even deeper sense and understanding that right now things are happening in a very destined and fated way. And you are being called to really use all of your wisdom, all of your prior experience, and all of your knowledge to move forward. And again, it's similar to fox energy, but in a different way. Here we're asking, the animal spirit is calling more for you to pull on your wisdom, right? on your experience. And then, of course, to blend that with the ability to make quick decisions, the right decisions, there's going to be a lot of change this month, Taurus. For some of you, there's going to be a lot of change in your relationship with someone, a lot of upheaval, a lot of differences coming out, perhaps, or a complete sort of some kind of, like again with lightning, some kind of shocking news, some kind of big change or an epiphany. And you're going to have to be ready for that so that you can make the right decisions, so that you can come out of this situation or go into a situation with your eyes wide open. Certainly with talking showing up, that means there's a lot of conversations that need to be had, a lot of discussions that need to be taken. And certainly, trying to make an effort, right, to communicate with each other during this time of upheaval. So let's just pull out your cards and see what you and your person are resonating with this month, this February. Show me what's going on with Taurus and their person. Alright, let's move these up a little bit. Leave them there like that. Alright, and then we have Hangman. It's for you. Your person has 6 of Cups. You are resonating with 7 of Swords, and your person has Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Move this up a bit. And then we have 4 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles for your person. So, just get these all pulled out. Interesting. Now, this is how you see yourselves. Your person sees themselves. This is how you see each other. And this is how you see your relationship. That's the position of the cards. And let's get right into it, Taurus. It's interesting. You and your person, you are seeing yourself as really going through an awakening right now. And your person is really resonating with 6 of Cups. So they're wanting to spend more quality time with you. It seems that your person is the one who's wanting to do a lot more talking, a lot more quality time, a lot more just enjoying your company. And they're resonating with this. They're certainly feeling within themselves a desire to sort of, I'm going to say, to make maybe a deeper level of commitment here, or to at least have more a commitment to spending more time with you. You, however, this month are really resonating with Hangman. I think in some area in your life, you're suddenly waking up and having, indeed, like a lightning moment, an epiphany, a transformation coming in, and understanding that you want to change in some area of your life. It could be that you're just wanting to put more effort in. It could be that you're just sort of realizing that you haven't been very inspired, right? We're going to go a little bit further and see. I don't know if this is to do with necessarily your love, because this is simply how you're resonating this month, how you're seeing yourself, irrespective of your person. They're certainly focused on you this month, but you are really focused on sort of your own personal journey in a lot of ways, your own personal waking up moment. Now, how you see each other. Here we go. Now, you see your person as a 7 of Swords. So I think this is the thing that's happening, Taurus. You may be waking up to the fact, that you don't really, you see your person as someone who's really quite, their energy, I don't want to say it's full on toxic, but their energy is quite lazy. You see that they're, you see them as 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is the card for futility and treachery. 7 of Swords is the type of person who really just wants to take what they want. They really don't want to work for it. And so in a lot of ways, this is the card for the person who will sort of stab you in your back and take your dreams from you. It's also the card for the person who's just always cutting corners and never making an effort. And this is what I'm seeing here. It's like this to me, Taurus, is a feeling that you're waking up to a relationship here. And this may be the lightning moment and the reason why you have to do a lot of talking, because for you, it almost feels like you're waking up to a moment where you're realizing you don't really see your person in a very nice light. You know, you're not seeing them in a very good position with very good energy. You're seeing them as being quite toxic. You may have felt that for a long time they have indeed been sort of sucking your energy, kind of in a way even working against you. I think you feel really sort of betrayed by them because, again, Seven of Swords is also the card for treachery. And it's treachery because oftentimes it's someone close to us who stabs us in the back or tries to steal from us, even so as to go as bad as that. But it could simply be that this person has lied to you or cheated on you, or that just their general laziness and lack of effort is what you're waking up to this month. And this is the big realization you're having. They see you as a Page of Pentacles. So they see you as someone who's a real means to an end. They see you as being very practical and helpful, right? They see you as somebody who is able to work and make money. It almost seems to me, Taurus, like this person is someone who sees you as an opportunity, right? Rather than as a love connection. Yes, here the Six of Cups is here for them, and this is how they're resonating. But this is interesting that they're kind of, yeah, they have a good feeling right now. They have a connection that they are enjoying a lot and that they're having a lot of pleasure from. But I wonder if this connection is actually with you. It could be with somebody else. Some of you may be waking up and finding out that your person is finding their joy somewhere else. Because although they are personally resonating with Six of Cups, and Six of Cups is very pleasurable interactions. It can be just spending time together, talking on the phone, things like that. Yeah, at the same time, you see them as quite lazy. You see them as quite, unable to succeed. You see them really resonating with quite a lot of toxic energy. So I don't feel that the love or the pleasure is necessarily between the two of you. It could be that some of the news you're waking up to is that this person has been carrying on a relationship separate from you. Because when they see you, they see a Page of Pentacles, right? They're resonating with this loved up energy here, but when they see you, it's not a love card. It's a Pentacles. It's a practical card. They see you as somebody who perhaps is maybe give them money. You may be giving them money. You may be taking care of them. Certainly this month for some of you, Taurus, this is indeed going to be a moment or a lightning moment for you if you find out, in fact, that this person has been playing you in some way, or that they've been cheating on you, that they've been having a whole nother relationship somewhere. And look at this. How do you see the relationship and how do they see the relationship? Well, you see it as a Four of Cups and they see it as Seven of Pentacles. So again, you're seeing the relationship this month and you're realizing, you know what, this is not enough. This is not enough for me. What they're offering me is empty. The cup that they're offering me is really not a cup that I want. It's empty. It's just nonsense. And you're waking up to that and you're refusing to sort of accept them into your life anymore. You start to really cut them out of your life. You really start to not respond to them. They see the relationship this month and they're looking at it as the Seven of Pentacles in the sense of a financial failure. They're almost like reevaluating the relationship in a sense of, is it worth it for me to stay here? Am I going to get out of it what I want? This could certainly be, Taurus. Some of you may be waking up to the fact that you've been dealing with like a gold digger type person. What male or female doesn't matter, but you've been dealing with somebody who's really been looking at this relationship as a financial opportunity for them in some way. Or, that they've really been using you in this relationship or using this relationship with you in some kind of monetary way, or they've been looking at it as some kind of reward that they can get out of it. This really feels strongly like, Taurus, some of you are going to be finding out this month, because with this Hangman waking up, you're going to be finding out that your person has definitely been having pleasurable connections outside of this relationship. And that they've been using this relationship with you as a source of monetary gain, financial gain. Again, yeah, you're going to have to really think on your feet. You're going to have to be very clever. Certainly if this is a marriage in terms of saving your assets, you're going to have to be very clever. If this is just a relationship, there may be more to it. Let's pull some clarity cards here for you, Taurus, and then we're going to call this your February outlook. Yes, some of you Taurus are going to be finding out this February, and you already see your person as the Seven of Swords, so you already are feeling that they're toxic. But again, you may not have realized this before, but something happens this month, and I think this news comes in to let you know that something is definitely happening this month, or something has been happening, but this month the news comes in, and you finally find out that, all of these weird feelings I had about them, this distrust that I had in the back of my mind, it's true. There's a reason for it. Show me some clarity on this for Taurus. Show me. This is a real wake up. And like I say, by the end, some of you see this relationship in February as a Four of Cups, like you are well and truly over it, like you want to say goodbye to the whole thing. Seven of Wands for you. And a Prince of Swords for them. There's your Tower moment. And the Knight of Discs. Well, in the Thoth deck, the Knight of Discs is the same as the King of Discs. So, and the Prince is the same as the Knight. So for you, Taurus, this is a real case of being very, very brave to face up to what's going on. Seven of Wands is the card for valor. It's Mars and Leo energy. So it is a case this month, Taurus, of you being really brave and having to face some news that is going to be very difficult for you to sort of swallow. It's maybe quite painful. Whatever the case may be, is that you're definitely going to have to be very brave this month to move forward. And you have that Prince of Swords energy. Now, the Prince of Swords is the same as the Knight, right? So when we look at it in those terms, the Knight of Swords is all about sort of finding clarity, being clear-headed. And I think this information that comes through really, like I said, Hangman is all about awakening. And it's like all of a sudden you see this relationship really for what it is. You see much clearer, and you're much more able to make the right decisions. You're much more able to find the solutions to overcome certain obstacles that up until now may have been difficult for you to overcome because you didn't know all of this other information that was going on. And it could be that for quite some time you have felt kind of in a fog about it or confused about it. You knew something wasn't quite right, but yet you couldn't put your finger on it. And now that all of this, you're facing up to all of this with this kind of like real bravery here, because I know it's going to be somewhat painful to find out that this person has indeed been quite treacherous, but also it does kind of kickstart you into a period where you're going to be much clearer about your ideas and your thoughts, much clearer to see the way forward. Now your person, this is interesting. They resonate with Tower and Knight of Discs, which is the same as the King of Discs. So for them, it is it's a huge Tower moment that happens. Everything changes for them, and I think that they are, just as you're going through the Tower moment of really sort of awakening to who they are, I think they're going through a Tower moment in themselves as well. Perhaps maybe being found out, or perhaps something about this relationship here, the Six of Cups, they're finding out is going to be, like, I feel like this Tower moment is separate from you finding out about them. I feel like they will also have a whole nother Tower moment. It could be, for instance, like, you find out that this person perhaps has been cheating on you, or they've been having a whole nother relationship here. And that is your big lightning moment, right? That is your news, and all of a sudden you're having to make all these decisions. You don't see them in the same light. And they then also, they have to face the consequences of that, but I feel like they then also have their own Tower moment. It could be that they find out that the person that they've been having this other relationship with is really not that into them, or they're cheating also, or something else is going on where they have their own Tower moment in the sense that they realize, oh man, like, not only did I mess things up here with Taurus, but it wasn't even worth it, because look, even here, I'm still having like a messed up moment here where things are not going to be the way I expected them. And then they have the Knight of Discs, which is a real feeling of, the Knight of Discs is all about sort of somebody who's very very successful financially, somebody who's generally a leader in their career or business, someone who's a benefactor. For your partner, Taurus, I feel like they're going to be, again, for them, it's very much all about the money and the finances, and they're going to be very much kind of, it could be that somebody's coming in to help them. It could be that this is someone who's coming to their aid. It could be that this is really who they are anyway, that they do have their own financial success, and it's not even so much that they've been trying to take your money per se, but it's just like you or being with you was just another asset. This doesn't necessarily mean that this person isn't successful in their own right. This person could very well be a very domineering, very powerful individual who just enjoys gaining more power and enjoys having relationships for the sake of what he can get out of them, because he or she does still resonate with this Knight of Discs. And it's a feeling of saying, well, I'm moving on with my business anyway. It could be that you really find out these things about this person. You really realize that you're dealing with somebody who's quite cold and calculating. And at the end of the day, it's really all about their money and their coin, what they really care about. And they're pretty happy to just move past all of this, even their own tower moment, and just carry on with their money-making affairs. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. This is your reading for February. This is your general outlook for Taurus. Some of you Taurus are really going to be finding out some serious information about somebody that you've been with for quite some time. And a lot is definitely going to change. Certainly it'll be a real eye-opener. And it will require a lot of talking. And it could be that in the end that this, you guys end up still like being able necessarily to be friends, perhaps. One of the things about this individual here is that it isn't even so much that they are such a Don Juan or out to hurt you so much, but it's just that they are so shallow. And what they really care about is their own satisfaction and making money. And so this type of person is just the type of person that naturally being in a relationship with them is painful, because they just don't care about anything else. But it isn't so much that they're purposely trying to dog you out, or it isn't so much that they're purposely just trying to hurt you. They're just an extremely self-centered, selfish, powerful, and power-hungry type of individual. All right, guys. Once again, please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy this. Follow the links to your other readings. Let me know what you think about me using this new Love Oracle deck, which I actually really like. I love the messages. The messages are actually much more involved and a lot. You can get a lot more detail out of them than I was getting out of perhaps the romance angel messages. So it's a good change. But yeah, leave me a comment and let me know what you think about it. But for right now, my lovely, lovely Taurus, have a wonderful February. I hope you get through this situation strong and powerful and in your own power. And I shall see you halfway through the month for your love check-in. Bye-bye now.